Hello guys, today it's been actually 3 days since I recorded all that stuff you just saw, and I have come to the conclusion that I knew the car market out there today, or like right now, is awful, but this was horrendous. 3 days of prep, still not even, well, I actually did just finally finish today, so it's been 4 days with that, and 2 days of probably about 2 full days of dealing with paperwork and stuff, trying to get a new vehicle and all this stuff, which is not fun. The problem is the only thing I wanted was like in Cincinnati, which is like 3 hours away from me, so I can't do it. Or I tried to, but man, like, I've never seen like this before. Like, I bought cars before. Like, this isn't not a new experience to me, but I've never done one like that, like a far away one. So I'm like trying to do the paperwork prior, so I can guarantee just grab and go. Like, I don't have to worry about it. Like, oh, you forgot this, and then I'm like, fuck. But I'm thinking I got all this done. Okay, so I didn't tell you in the audio for the clips that were back there because I muted it all and made it a time lapse because nobody cares. I understand that, but so I just muted it all. But I didn't even tell you anyways. I wanted to keep it a surprise on what I was gonna grab today, or well, hopefully it was today. But I was gonna grab a brand new Leaf, the 23 and 22, 23, because brand new electric, 8-year warranty. Like, on paper, it's a great idea. And the fact is, if the rebate for the electric vehicles were actually like close to even maxed out, which is like 12 grand, and my cars were 10 or more than 10, but they'd probably give you 10 honestly because they need to sell it for profit and stuff like that. Those two together, I should have got a brand new 0 mileage car for out the door basically for 16 grand. Well, actually it'd be more because the rebate comes later. So, but yeah, you put that money back into it, so it equals out to be like that. Whatever. But supposedly it's what should happen. But today I got screwed because one, you can't order vehicles, at least from Nissan right now. They're like, we're not doing this right now. We're not letting you order, even though it says you can. So I'm a little confused on that. But I gave up on that. So I was like, can I find one that's in stock anywhere? There's one that's down south, so it could be picked up. And I was like, okay, cool. Like I said, I got literally at least 25 calls from the dealership. They're really trying to get rid of it, which doesn't make sense. And there's a bunch of people, like every dealership. I went to a bunch of dealerships today, physically, and like millions of phone calls and emails and paperwork. And they're like, there's like 30 people looking at every Leaf out there right now. And I'm like, okay. So I put a down deposit of like $4 grand down to get it. I was like, that's an awful idea because I'm so far away. If I go down and I don't like what they're giving me for my car, it's a non-refundable thing. I can't get it back, and then I'm not. And if I do buy the car and I don't want to sell my car, I'm still losing a lot more money than I should. So I'm not doing that. So I gave up. Problem was, the dealership said it's on the lot, and I said, cool. I was like, sick. I might be down there to whatever. Give me time. And then they're like, here's the paperwork for it. And then it came back as a different year. And I was like, are we talking about the one that's on the lot or on there? And then the sales manager isn't in contact with the guy that's doing, getting in contact with me about the vehicles or whatever, the vehicle manager. I don't know what it is. And the sales goes, there is no Leaf on the lot right now. That doesn't exist. And I go, what? They go, no, but we have one coming in. I was like, I'm aware that there's one coming in too, but there was one on the lot. I was told, and I gave him every single detail he told me. He goes, I never heard of it. I go, what? And I call the dude immediately, and he's like, well, technically, it's a different dealership that has it. I go, what? He goes, but they're trying to get shipped to that dealership or whatever. And I was like, okay, but you couldn't have told me that or something like that. And they're like, well, I was like, well, I don't even know anymore. And he goes, well, it doesn't matter anyways because they sold it. And I was like, in the 2 minutes that I've been gone from reserving it to that, so I was like, I give up. I know they're gonna call me 18 more times tomorrow, but I'm gonna be like, I'm out. I can't. Like, you can't make up for what you just did. So, this has been the longest, 4 days in my life. Maybe 4 hours of sleep. In the last, or every day. I'm not doing too good. But, so I just don't think it's worth it right now. And, I contact even another dealership's a little bit away from me, but not that much. They're like, we have one coming. But there's already 30 people looking at it. And I'm like, okay. Oh, I even forgot. I didn't even mention. The fact is that one that the other dealership got, or is getting put in, basically, they, fireworks are going outside, so if you can hear that, sorry. But they were like, okay, so there's already competition for it going. Literally, the paperwork they give me to be like, okay, this is what it's going to be, payment-wise, whatever, with credit and this and the other. I was like, okay, I'm used to that, whatever it is. And it comes out on the list, the receipt. It literally says, or list of things that would be true if I bought it or whatever. It literally says $6,000 up, or market. Oh, what was it? Fuck me. It was the dumbest thing. I can't show you it because it's not. Market adjustment. I literally looked up online on the actual Nissan factory stuff. They recommend selling the car with what I had for $37,000. Okay. They recommend selling it for that. So the dealership probably bought it for 20 something. So they added $6,000 just to make a profit. Okay. And because other people are trying to buy this car and willing to put more down, which is already a dumb idea. It bumped to 50K. And that's with like actually no, that's not true. This car on the lot was 33K originally, and that's why I was super interested in it. And then it bumped from 33K to 50K. Are you kidding me? What? Who does that? I was like, I'm out, but they don't know that yet, but I'm definitely out. I'm like, you can't make me buy this 20 grand car for 50K. I can do something else. So now I'm thinking on the dealership that I was contacting recently had one coming in. Like I said, they're probably gonna buy it too, but they just got, or they're about to get, a Mach-E in stock. Now I'm not a Ford guy because they're pretty trash. They didn't always used to be, and there's some rare exceptions, but they're pretty trash. So I wasn't really like interested in one, but I'm like, there's not much that goes wrong on these things, on electric vehicles, and I haven't heard anything bad about them. Like, I have the Bronco and every other vehicle that they make, so maybe it's good. I don't know, man. I would like to know, but that goes for $47,000. But they're like, this is the true price of it. It's not gonna just magically double. And I was like, okay, I can do that, but because the only reason why I'm interested in electric vehicles is because of the rebate right now for them. So I'm like, cool, I can get that. It has a year, like I'll have like an 8-year warranty, so it's 8 years. I can get it paid off in a year. 7 years of literally worry-free nothing, and I can just put all that money back into savings or ready for another car after that. So I was like, cool, I would like to do that, but I don't know yet. I might check that out tomorrow, but I'm tired. But I'm pretty sure, like, there's no way that it's only 47 grand, even though it's not the cheapest model because they have the all-wheel drive on it, which I guess is an option. Not that I cared or not, because I still have my SUV. So I think I honestly might just order a Frontier at this point, or a Titan. I don't know. Why Nissan? Because it's basically almost as good as the Tacomas. But the problem is that Tacomas are in such high demand. Toyotas are in such high demand right now. It's unbelievable. Like I said when I was going car shopping a little bit ago, whatever, they were like, or I didn't say that, I haven't said it yet, but they're like this, the Cross something, I don't know what it was. It was the smaller, it was like the crossover version of the 4Runner was like 60K, and I was like, it's the terrible one. And I was like, and the 4Runners are like 75, and I'm like, yo, yeah, they're brand new, but dude, no, that's just not right. So I'm like, I give up on that. So I'm gonna do the trucks because they should be a little bit cheaper. I don't get a rebate, but I do get trade-in value, so I can just, I'll suffer the 20K hopefully, as long as they don't like, oh, it's $1 billion more now because it ordered and shipped to the dealership. And I was like, whatever. So I don't know if it's just the electric cars they can't get shipped from Nissan, or is it not, or it's other stuff. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to order something at this point, or I'm just gonna have to keep looking around until I find something that's good, cheap, and definitely worthwhile trade, and not an actually terrible deal like pretty much every electric car is out there. Like right now, don't buy electric. It's the worst deals you can get out there. Like Teslas are great, but they're so hard to repair. Like, well, not that, they're hard to repair for one, but they don't make parts. So like I've seen one get the bumper ripped off, and it costs $7 grand just to get a new bumper cover. It's like not worth it, dude. You get rear end, you get tapped in the back, you're losing $7 grand. It's like not worth it. So I'm not doing that until they actually start becoming good with getting parts out and stuff like that. So just don't buy electric right now. It's probably the worst deal out there. Literally days of experience has taught me that. So of just suffering and the most annoying migraines I've ever had for like 24 hours straight. So I think I probably give up on the electric for now. It's not even, I mean, it's getting good, but I don't know if it's even ready yet. I was trying to find out, but guess not. So that's all I'm gonna say. So I won't make the video too boring. So I'll see you guys.